Hello, hello. I am alive. Yes. I am so sorry. I've been away for the longest time. There was a lot going on that I'm just going to quickly tell you about. But I'm really excited to be back, and now I'm going to be creating content more often. I'm like back in business. So what happened was, as you know, I had my brand Maze Compass. Before I start really talking, let me just make sure that this is actually in the group, just to be sure, just in case there's something going on. Yeah, all good, we're good. All right. Oh, let me mute myself. Okay. Right. So when I created my business about 3 years ago, feels like it was longer than that. I was just starting to be trained to deliver coaching programs. And I had to open my own business so I could work as a coach. And I tried my best at the time. I thought I knew what I was doing with, not that I thought I knew what I was doing, but I really did try to do the right thing. And I didn't want to choose a business name that wouldn't accommodate for any future projects or whatever direction I ended up going, because I knew there was lots of other things that I wanted to explore. So I wanted to make sure that the brand name would be able to engulf and be relevant with everything else I try to do. So I chose Maze Compass, and I thought it was awesome because of the concept. Maze being our life, and having ADHD and trying to figure things out. You try to go this way, and then you hit a wall, and then you have to go back and try another way, and keep trying until you make it to the center or out of the maze. Anyway, we can all relate to that concept. And then compass is, well, what if there was a compass to help you navigate in the maze? And basically, I would be the compass that comes in and helps people find their way around. I thought it was awesome, right? And I didn't realize that because of my accent, when I say the name compass, I used to say compass. And in Australia, no one really understood when I said that. So my fiance had to basically train me to say compass. And still people wouldn't really get it because they're just not used to putting the words maze and compass together. So once they go, oh yeah, maze compass. But to start with, it was really hard for them to actually get it. So it started getting a little bit annoying. And on top of everything, when I introduced myself, I'm like, hey, I'm Flavia Cabani. Oh, what? Flavia, which is also a different name. And then my surname, and then the name of the business. And then I'm taking my business also to Brazil, which is where I'm originally from, and people massively need help over there with what I'm doing. And the name, they say Mazé Compass or something like that, and it just doesn't do it for me. So the tipping point for me was when I went to a networking event and I had to introduce myself and tell people what I did. So, hey, I'm Flavia Cabani from Maze Compass, and I run this program called the Business Owner Backbone. So I was just too many names. So I had a chat with Nick, and we decided to join forces, which we are doing, but because of legalities between Brazil and, Australia and the US with limited liability and things like that, I can only protect myself in Australia if I go corporate. So that costs a lot more money. It's a lot more paperwork. It's a lot more that we have to do. So for now, Nick and I are doing a joint venture until we get to the point where we're ready to go corporate. So basically, this is why I decided in the meantime, I cannot deal with then keep going with Maze Compass. And then when we do our joint venture stuff, it's got its own name. So I thought I need to simplify this. So I made the really harsh decision to rebrand, and I changed my business name from Maze Compass to Flavia Cabani. And I had to redo my logos. I'm redoing all my systems, my website, the systems that I use for my website. I'm doing everything because I think it's worth it. It does take a lot of time and a lot of effort, but because of all the arms and legs that started growing out of what we're doing, it was just, I couldn't have an extra complicated name to handle. So that was my decision. So I'm just launching now my website. It's not quite ready yet, but it's kind of there already. I'm going to start posting my new blog and everything under my new brand as my own name. So I asked, when I told you guys I was going to do a live about this, I asked you to ask any questions or say anything that you wanted me to comment on. And let me just find it here. Nicole Messer, you were saying that you were wondering this about your business. It's called Nicole's Home Services, and right now there's way too much emphasis on Nicole, and I need to be able to delegate tasks to other people in order to grow. So your situation is a bit the opposite of mine. So for me, it's important to create a name for myself rather than hiding behind the name of my brand, because then once even Nick and I go corporate under that new brand, my name will matter, because people get to know me in the field, get to know what I do, and it doesn't matter what project I'm working on. It's like Marie Forleo. She's Marie Forleo, everyone knows her, and she's got B School and Copy Cure, which are her 2 online courses, and they're brands of their own. So, you know, that's basically what people usually end up doing that work with information products and services online. As long as you've got a good, solid name, people know you, they trust you, they know what you're all about, they know what you do, then whatever project you put your name to, it will help, you know, with the reputation of the new project. So for you, Nicole, what the problem is because you go and execute the service, right? And what happens is, if I call Nicole's Home Services and you don't show up to my house, I'll be like, oh, why is Nicole not here? Because you know that no matter who turns up to your house to do the service, it's not going to be as good as Nicole, because Nicole is the business. And that creates complications, because then you're really under the pump for when you need to delegate and you need more people to help you deliver the services. So there's a bit of a catch-22 here. Number one is, obviously your business is already known and people already trust you. And the fact that they want Nicole means that it's a good thing, right? Because obviously you're doing something right. But there has to be a way for people to trust that as good as you are at your job, you're also good at picking the right people to represent you and your brand and deliver services under your name. Because if they stuff up, it's your name on the business name, and that will make you look bad. So they need to trust you that you are doing the right thing with ensuring that all services provided will be up to your standards. So as long as you create that communication between you and the clients, so whenever this client is used to you going and executing the services, whenever you say, look, I'm not coming in, but this person is, and I wanted to assure you that they're going to do a great job just like I do. And if they don't, if there's any issues, you let me know and I'll fix it. So just give them that reassurance that they represent you and you're making sure that they do the right thing by them and they deliver the same level of quality of service and integrity that you do. I know it's not the same thing as being you, but it's either that or you'd have to rebrand, which then might lose that sense of what Nicole brings. So then it's not your name there anymore. They're not really essentially dealing with you, and they trust you. So the fact that they ask for you and there's names on it, it's a good thing if you can get that across to the customers, so they're not gonna think twice before hiring you and your services, because they're still gonna get the same treatment and the same quality of service. So that's what I wanted to mention on that regard. If there's anyone watching and if you have any questions, if there's anything you'd like me to talk about regarding branding, trading names, or anything like that, it doesn't have to even be related to this. If you have any questions, since I'm already here, and if you watch on replay and you have any comments or questions, I'll answer them as well. So post them away. Hi, Ashley. Thanks for watching. I'm really excited, guys. Really excited to be back. There's a lot happening, which is really great. Finally, things are taking shape. And my vision that I've had for the longest time is really coming to fruition, and I'm really pumped. I finally know what my identity is. I know what I'm doing. I basically had to create a name for what I do because I don't identify myself as a life coach or as a business coach. What I do is I help business owners, entrepreneurs who are struggling to achieve what they want to achieve in their business because, number one, they need help prioritizing and planning for execution in a way that they can actually execute. So they have to have a bit of self-management as well, especially us with ADHD. We're all about self-management. And what changed my life was when I figured out how to have structure and systems without feeling like I was in structure and systemizing myself. You kind of have to manipulate your brain. You have to trick yourself, still give yourself a bit of flexibility so we don't get scared and it doesn't feel like it has to be disciplined and you have to comply, because otherwise we don't stick to anything. So yeah, I now call myself a self-management specialist for entrepreneurs and business owners with ADHD. So let me know what you think about that. Does it make any sense? Or when you hear that, you go, what is she talking about? I'd love to hear what you guys think. Right, so since I'm back, please let me know if there's any topics you'd like me to discuss, talk about, and focus on for the next lives. I'm going to be on a schedule now for content creation and doing lives here for you. So ask away. And looking forward to seeing more of you guys around. So I'm gonna finish this now because I don't want to make lives long, so it's not painful for people to watch and replay. There's no point doing the lives if no one wants to watch it because it's like 30 minutes long. So sorry, someone just jumped in. Do you want me to talk about anything specific? Do you have any questions or anything? Otherwise I'll wrap it up and I'll see you guys soon. Oh, Ashley said, this is such perfect timing for me right now. I'm in the middle of rebranding and changing my business name as well. Oh, really? Why are you rebranding? Sorry, I'm just like waiting to see if Ashley answers. That is, if she's still here. Is Ashley still here? I'd love to know, Ashley. I'll post in the comments as well, but I'd love to know why are you rebranding? And if you wanted to have a chat, if there's anything that I can help you out with, because yeah, I've been through this journey like 24/7 for the last couple of months at least. That's all I thought about. That's all I researched. I learned so much. I did quite a bit. So if there's anything I can help you in regards to that, just let me know. We can have a chat anytime, or even on Messenger. And yeah, because it's a mission. But if you've got like solid reasons, it's a good business move. So I'm all for it. All right, so I think Ashley's dropped out, so I'll just talk to her later. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up, and I am really excited. I'm really, really excited. And I haven't done my front homepage yet, but once it's done, I'll post it in the group so you guys can check it out if you want to, or not. Doesn't matter. I'm proud of what I've been doing, so I'm pumped to show everyone and get this ball rolling, get things moving ahead, and focus more on you. It's all about you. There's no point me doing any of this if I'm not helping you guys. So I'll see you in the next live. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Bye. Oops. There we go. Bye.